Did you know one man's faith shaped the future of millions? Abraham, often called the father of faith, trusted God even when it didn't make sense. His story is filled with promises, challenges, and miracles, and it still inspires us today. Stick around to see how his incredible faith can impact your life too. Abraham's story begins in a city called Ur, where he lived with his family. One day, God gave him a life-changing command. Leave your country, your family, and your father's household, and go to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. Imagine how hard that must have been, leaving behind everything familiar without knowing where you're going. But Abraham didn't hesitate. He trusted God and started the journey. God made Abraham two incredible promises. He would give him descendants as countless as the stars in the sky, and those descendants would inherit a special land. The problem? Abraham and his wife Sarah were old, way past the age of having kids, and they didn't even have one child yet. Years passed, and Abraham and Sarah began to wonder if God's promise would ever come true. But God's timing is always perfect. When Abraham was 100 years old and Sarah was 90, they had a son named Isaac. His name means laughter, because Sarah laughed when she first heard the promise. She thought it was impossible, but God proved nothing is impossible for him. Isaac's birth wasn't just a blessing to Abraham and Sarah. It was the beginning of God's plan to bless the entire world through their family. But Abraham's faith was put to the ultimate test. God asked him to do something unthinkable: sacrifice Isaac, the son he had waited so long for. It must have been heartbreaking. But Abraham trusted God, believing he could even bring Isaac back to life if needed. As Abraham prepared to obey, God stopped him at the last moment. An angel told him not to harm Isaac and provided a ram for the sacrifice instead. This was God's way of testing Abraham's faith and showing he always provides. Abraham's story shows us that trusting God, even when it's hard, brings blessings we can't imagine. Are you facing a situation where you're struggling to trust? Take a step of faith like Abraham did. If Abraham's story inspired you, share this video with a friend who needs encouragement. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more powerful stories from the Bible. Let's walk by faith together.